LeBron James, as in B-R-A-W-N. You know and I know his upper body physique is invincible. When he gets to the rim, nobody can keep him from the foul line. Now my problems start with him because he's often running from the foul line. He doesn't drive the ball late in games because he doesn't want to have to stand there by himself and make 15-foot shots that count 1 point.
I know a guy that just won Finals MVP and shot less than 60% from the foul line.
Okay, that disqualifies him. That's why I told you, Kevin Durant, I'll take him any day or night over Giannis. Any day or night. Giannis isn't even the closer for his own team.
Been a long time since I saw him.
Kevin Durant's one of the great closers in the history of this game.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Case closed. Thank you for that.
I saw him got closed out in Game 7 by
so
that guy.
what did we see LeBron just do as the de facto GM? He went box office. He went Hollywood. What have I told you before? He's chasing Michael B. Jordan. What did he just assemble? He assembled the most interesting team times 10 in pro basketball, and that includes the Nets. Because you want to talk about must-see TV with Russell Westbrook and Carmelo Anthony and Dwight Howard on top of Gasol. You've got, look at the blast from the past. What if you had all these players at their peak? Think about what you'd have. Like Carmelo, once upon a time, it was way back when, in 2013, he led the NBA in scoring.
Yeah.
Well, what if you had 2013 Carmelo right now? Wow, you'd have something, wouldn't you? What if you had Dwight? What's his career year? Go back to 2009 and 10. He was Defensive Player of the Year and led the league in rebounding and block shots. Right. Is he that guy now? No, he's more of a blast from the past, right?
Set screens, rebound.
Okay, there you go.
Catch lob.
Gasol, I told you, I first guessed it last year going into the year. He just looks like a glacier to me. He just doesn't move the way he used to. Once upon a time, we have to go all the way back to 2013. He was the Defensive Player of the Year, and he's still
took that from LeBron.
But he's an excellent passing big man, and he can shoot some threes. I wouldn't lean on it or rely on it, but you know and I know, once upon a time, he was a force in this league. He's not anymore, right?
If you put all these guys in their prime, I'm not sure they're capable of playing together.
They wouldn't be able to, but like even LeBron James, obviously going into year 19, he's not what he used to be, but there once upon a time, if we go back to 2008, he led this league in scoring. That was the one and only time. Jordan led it 10 times, but LeBron led it 1 time. He scored 30 a game in 2008. Wasn't that at the peak of his athletic explosiveness, right?
No, he's still there.
Okay. Well, I don't see it, but that's fine. So the point is, you assembled all these blasts from the past, but there's one guy who's still in his prime who is obviously a perennial all-star. And it's, unfortunately, your new point guard. Wouldn't you still say he's at the end of his prime, like the backside of his prime? What is he, 32?
Yeah.
So he's still there. He's still Russell Westbrook. For the last 5 years, he has triple-doubled for the whole year. It's off the charts. It's unheard of. We would have all predicted against it, said there's no way anybody could do this one time, let alone 4 out of 5 years. And he has done it, and that's who he believes he is. That he is a triple-double waiting to happen.
Well, I mean, look, everybody says, and I know this, Skip, everybody always says the right thing, that the most important thing is winning until the most important thing is not winning his stats. But I do believe Russell Westbrook is going to will be willing to sacrifice some of the shots. He's not going to get an average triple-double because there are too many other guys that's going to get the rebounds, and they're not going to be pulling their hands back so Russell can get the rebound.
I still say when push comes to shove, sacrifice is not in Russell Westbrook's vocabulary. He doesn't know how to. It's C-rim, attack rim, C-rim, shoot 3 at rim.
No.
He just goes blind. He is so, what I call bull-headed, where he's bull in China shop. I'm just going to run through that brick wall. I'm going to take this game over by myself. And there's a lot to like about it, but it's not how you get games home. There's no Magic Johnson in Russell Westbrook.
No, that's why the ball will be probably late in the ball game, the ball will be in LeBron's hand.
Okay, are you sure about that?
Yeah, I feel comfortable.
Are you sure that Russ is going to feel comfortable with that? Because I don't. That he has never shown any sign of feeling comfortable with that.
I think Russell's going to feel most comfortable winning more games than he's won in a very long time. Because at the end of the last, like I said, Skip, the only hole that's in his resume is a championship.
Okay.
Skip, he has all the other accolades. Though, if Russell gets average another triple-double, Skip, we don't even talk about Russ in the triple-double. He's averaged 4 in the last 5 years. Yep. It's obsolete. It was once he
it's did not it, obsolete, but it's like second nature.
No.
It's like,
for him doing it,
right?
It's not the thing. Yeah. When Luka do it, or someone else does it, we talk about it. But Russ has done it so much, it's not the same. It doesn't have the same pizzazz as it once did before he broke Oscar's record of doing it again in a single season. He followed it up and did it again. So now, okay, you've done that for the past 5 years. You've averaged a triple-double. You have a regular season MVP. You have an All-Star game MVP. You've been All-NBA.
Yeah.
What's the only thing that what other box you need to check?
Okay.
Championship.
All right, got it. Now I'm going to say what I told you yesterday. I'm going to really dig in and double down on this, because I still think opting for Russell Westbrook over Buddy Hield was a genius move by LeBron James for maybe all the wrong reasons. But it's a genius move because it sets him up to do one of two things. With Buddy Hield, it made too much sense. It's like a really good basketball move, but it's kind of a blah move. Nobody would really care about it. Nobody would really put much focus or attention on Buddy Hield. But now the whole Laker focus is on the guy from Los Angeles, at least from the LA area, who grew up a Laker fan, who finally got to go home to his Lakers, Russell Westbrook. Will he not be the focus on, and starting with game one? We will all focus to see how Russ can fit in with LeBron and AD and the whole team.
Skip, it's the same thing when James Harden got to Brooklyn.
Okay.
We wanted to see how he's going to fit with Kyrie and KD. Okay. And it fit extremely well. Now, I don't believe this is as easy fit for the Lakers as it was Harden getting ingratiated in Brooklyn. I don't believe it's as easy a fit. I don't. But
what was the magic move? Like one of the early practices, Kyrie, according to reports, turned to James and said, "Hey, you're the point guard. I'm the two guard."
But James is a better passer. I mean,
he
James
just is.
Harden has led the league in assists.
All of a sudden, it fit, right?
Right. So Kyrie can go to his natural position, which is a two guard, which is a scoring player.
Okay, got it. This is not natural because LeBron is the obvious point guard of the Los Angeles Lakers. They are at their best when he is initiating the offense. So the point is, it's a genius move by LeBron, because if he can pull it off with Russ, if he can, let's just go to the nth degree, if he can win next year's championship with Russell Westbrook as the point guard, then he shows the NBA world that he did something Kevin Durant said, "I can't do." James Harden said, "I can't do." Kawhi Leonard effectively said, "I don't want any part of that," right? So three great players have said no to Russell Westbrook. So if LeBron could say yes to a championship with Russ, you want to talk about high degree of difficulty. You want to talk about
but this is what you'll do. Then everybody will turn around and say, "Well, he should have won one." Russ has averaged a triple-double for the last 5 years.
Well,
he's been an MVP. So then
I wouldn't say that.
All the things that you criticize Russ for, he's never won. He's ball hoggish. He has high usage rate. He turns the ball over. He wins a championship with LeBron. The first thing out of everybody else, the next thing out of everybody's mouth. Well, he should have. He got an MVP. LeBron had to stack the deck to win again.
I can't speak for everybody else. I'm just speaking for me. And I told you right now, there is no way I will compliment Russell Westbrook and say you should have won with him. I'm on record, disaster. You can write it down on your notes and keep it. You can post it on your dressing room wall. Skip said disaster.
No, what you're trying to do is you try to speak it into existence, and so I won't allow that to happen.
Well,
I rebuke what you're saying.
All right, so here's the flip side of that. If it fails, Russell Westbrook is already set up to be the all-time ultimate scapegoat for the quote-unquote GOAT that you say LeBron is, because everybody has issues with the way Russ plays basketball. Everybody has problems with Russell as a point guard, because everybody, any even novice basketball fan, can see he's not a great decision maker. He's led the league in turnovers 4 times, and he's been second in turnovers 4 times. Well, it's hard to win to overcome that usage rate with that many turnovers on a consistent basis. So he is a stat freak. Nobody can produce stats the way he can, but he's never been a one-loss freak, as in winning championships or winning playoff games. You know, and I know he is flamed out at the highest level in big playoff games.
It's hard for a guard to lead as a solo act, to lead. I mean, that's why you tip your cap to to a guy like Allen Iverson. But for the most part, small guards don't lead teams to championships.
Okay, all right. So he is, you just said it, he is the all-time solo act. It's a great act. It is must-see. I've told you, I just hang on every Russell Westbrook game. I was watching the Wizards like crazy last year because I want to see if he can pull it off. And he often does pull it off in regular season games because, to your point, he will never cheat you on effort on the offensive end. Sometimes on defense, he'll rest a little bit. He can be a little disruptive on defense, but nobody plays harder on offense by the dribble than this guy does. So it's fun to watch because it's fun to watch the stats get padded up. You watch him, he'll have a triple-double most nights after 3 quarters, and you say, how did he do that? Because have you ever seen a better rebounding 6'3" guard than this guy?
Guess what we have after a lot of 3 quarters this year? A lot of dubs.